Very good morning, my dear friends. I am Prashant Mahavani and I warmly welcome all of you to StudyIQ. I hope you all are doing good. Let's see what we have got in the PIB today. But before that, identify the person that you can see on your screen. Now, I think it is going to be a bit difficult for you guys to find out who the person is on your screen. So let me give you a hint. You will find the name of this person in today's discussion. With this, dear friends, last picture was of King of Dubai, Mr. Maktoub, and with this, I would like to introduce all new students with our pen drive and tablet courses. They are available, and to find out more about it, just check out StudyIQ.com. With this, the first item that we have is coming from Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Today, 12th February, is celebrated as National Productivity Day, and it is celebrated or observed by National Productivity Council. Now, of course, I believe you all have understood this thing, that when we talk about Productivity Day, and if it is falling under this Ministry of Commerce and Industry, particularly this industry, then we are talking about manufacturing, isn't it? We are talking about products that we manufacture. So secondary, you can say secondary sector predominantly that we are talking about here. The thing is, this particular item is important because if you go through the theme of this National Productivity Day this year, it is about Industry 4.0 or 4.0. So Industry 4.0 leapfrog opportunity for India. Now let me throw some more light on this 4.0 thing. 4.0 stands for the fourth industrial revolution. Let me rub it up and write down a bit bigger for you. Right, it is about fourth industrial revolution. Yes, we are in a phase of fourth industrial revolution. I'm sure you'd be aware about this thing, that the first industrial revolution started in England, and then later on, a bit later on, it got its spread in different parts of Europe, and very lately it came here in countries like India and other countries, isn't it? So this fourth industrial revolution, what it is all about? It is about increasing digitization. Now, when I'm saying digitization, it's not just that you are sending your, say for example, bills and receipts via email. That does not mean that. Of course, this is part of digitization, but that's not everything. Digitization in today's world, particularly in this in context of this fourth industrial revolution, means your designs, your product should be the way you design your product, you can say. And nowadays, I'm sure you might have watched many programs on Discovery and National Geographic channels. This smart factories or mega factories, you know, how they make different products, how they design different products. Nowadays, many car companies and many engineering, particularly infrastructure and other things. In fact, many small products as well, like small office use products. Their design or their concept, first of all, it is tried and tested on computer or on digital platform. They use different softwares and things, and you have this 3D design, and they will check its balance and, you know, its strength and other important items. So 3D engineering or 3D design is the thing that is going on at present. And if you observe the factories or companies, not factories, but the companies that are dominating the world market, you will find that their product quality is, of course, good one. And they rely on more and more of digital designing and digital production. It is also about interconnection of products. It is about value chains. It is about different business models. And when I say business models, value chains, and interconnection of products, let me give you one basic example, and then you can use your own observation skills, and then you can think about other examples as well. Like nowadays, you know that when I'm not sure whether you are aware about this thing, but let me draw a small value chain here, right? So starting from the inception of, say for example, this one is about this starting point is of raw material. This raw material may be supplied as a raw material, just taken from the nature, and then it will reach another factory. Here they will do a little bit of process on this product, and then for this factory it is a sort of, you can say, complete product, but for this factory it is going to be a semi-finished product. Once this semi-finished product reaches here, so finally you have a, say for example, a car, right? All the designing and everything is done, all these different components and different products are assembled here, and then you produce some more things, etc. You do design and all those necessary items that are required for car production, and finally you supply it to your different you can say dealers, and then you have this final consumer or customer. So nowadays what happened, this is when I say nowadays, we are talking about in recent times, right? We have seen this thing that as soon as you approach a dealership and as soon as you place your order, this whole chain will come to know about that one customer. It's not just like one customer, but say for example you have 4 orders from one dealership, then this whole chain will know that how much raw material they have to supply to their customer. For this person, this factory, this one is their customer, and so on and so forth. So this whole chain will work as a sync or in sync with each other, and so the final delivery will be bit quicker, more utilization of resources. You have manpower and all your assets and everything. So I hope this thing that I'm discussing with you is making a bit of sense. So this is possible because of you can say making your suppliers your partners, and developing a business model that is fulfilling the requirement of today's demands that we see in the market, and that's what interconnection of products and other things is all. This is basically what I mean when I say interconnection of products and value chain and business model. I hope this thing is making sense, and it is very important for you to understand, because the thing is, you find questions in your paper, right? In your this economic paper, you find this question particularly in General Studies 3, right? You have technology and economic development and other things in it. So it is very important that this concept of Industrial Revolution 4.0 is clear to you. Then you can observe there are many other examples out there making best products. You see nowadays cars and motorcycles. Earlier on we used to have cars with big engines. Now we have cars with small engines, less polluting, less fuel consumption, and same power, or in fact more power, more torque from small engines. So apart from TV, all other things, TV and many times you can argue that mobile phone screen, right? Everything is getting smaller and smaller. From small items we are trying to get out as maximum output as possible. So nanotechnology, for example. So that's everything about this 4.0, basically a background or a gist of this thing, and I would like to quickly provide you a bird's eye view, of course, a gist of industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution was predominantly based on water and steam power. At that point of time, human labor was used and mechanical manufacturing was in place. Later on, we started using electric power production, and means relying on electricity. And at that point of time, things were produced in masses. Later on, electronic and information technology. At present, many factories are still on this thing, and as I told you, dominating factories, or the latest one, are relying on this fourth one. It is automation and data exchange in manufacturing technology. So we are in a transitory period, you can say. From number 3 we are heading towards number 4. So that's everything about it. Now a report is out, Clean Air Campaign report, and there is a squad in Delhi. I can say in this way that it works under this Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and they went out and they found out that there were 48 cases of open burning and different cases of 8 cases of vehicular pollution and things like that. So good exercise, no doubt, but the thing is that still, if we find this sort of things going on, then the question is that still people are not aware about the seriousness, or they are not serious and aware about this deteriorating or worst air quality that we find in our capital. The other thing is that we should replicate this squad thing. They can go out on regular basis, and they can in this case as well, they have given out challans to many people who were doing damage to environment, organization and people. And one of the most important thing that I personally believe is that we have to train our cleaning staff. What I have observed, this is my personal observation, and this is right as well, I believe many of you might have observed this thing too, that we find this cleaning staff, they burn out all this garbage that they collect. This is not right. For that, municipalities and the local bodies, they have to train these people, they have to educate them about the damage that can be caused by it. And on the other side, people should consider them as humans, right? What we are doing is we are throwing our garbage anywhere we like, and we are increasing the workload of this cleaning staff who are of immense help in today's world. We know this climate change thing is a real thing, so we have to recycle. So if we do our if we basically fulfill our duties, then it will become much easier for this cleaning staff as well. So we have to work here in sync. Something similar, we have to treat them as our customer, this cleaning staff, in terms of management and in terms of this sorting out this garbage. With this last item that I have to share with you guys is from Sahitya Academy Awards, right? 2017 awards are out, and they are given out in 24 Indian languages. And let me quickly provide you some of the names. Eminent novelist and playwright Kiran Nagarkar was the chief guest, and if you see here, you find that at present the president is Dr. Chandrasekhar Kambara. And this is not just for your hint of the picture challenge. No, it is. These are some of them. These names are important. Many times you find this sort of questions as well, MCQ questions. The other thing is I will quickly provide you a bird's eye view on different novelists getting award, the Sahitya Academy Award under the different languages. So you have in Hindi Ramesh Kuntal Megh, you have in English this Black Hill, this novel Black Hill by Mrs. Mamang Dai. She has got the Sahitya Academy Award. And you find Asami, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, and we have this Telugu, Urdu and other languages, as you know, 24 languages. So you don't have to remember all the names. If you are trying your hands on state level exams, then say for example if you are from Gujarat, so you should know this name, that Urmi Ghanshyam Desai got this year's 2017's award for literary criticism, right? Vyakran na Baso Varsh, Vyakran na Baso Varsh, that means 200 years of grammar. I'm from Gujarat, so I know this thing. So go through this. If you are belonging from Assam, then you should know this name. So just keep these names in mind. And for national level exams, I already told you who the president is, who is the chief guest this year, as well as you get this copper plaque, which is this one here in the first page. See here, this is the item that you get, or an award, and you get a shawl as well as a check of 1 lakh rupees. So that's everything that we have got here. These are your answers. This is one question, but this one is a difficult level one when you have statements, right? So in fact it is a one question, but you have to go through 2 statements. So you can say that the challenge level is bit up, and you can compare it with 2 questions, or the energy that is required, or the knowledge required, is the knowledge that you require for 2 questions. So I hope many of you will be able to crack this one as well. And make sure you check out StudyIQ.com, and I will see you all soon. But before that, I will request all of you to do share this lecture with other people too. Jai Hind, enjoy your studies. Goodbye for now.